Good evening and thanks for joining us. Only on 7 News tonight, we're talking to a former Word of Faith Fellowship member who was part of the Brazilian sister church.
She says she was flown to North Carolina several times and forced into working for free. Now the Brazilian government is in a fight to shut the church's doors over labor issues.
And Brianna Smith has the story.
Let me tell you, it's the unclean that has driven every one of them out of here.
A solemn sign among steeples in Spindale holds years of claims of abuse from former members. Claims that now travel 4,000 miles away to former members of Word of Faith's sister church in Brazil.
And you have to work for them, you have to do everything they tell you to do, because if you don't do that, you're going to go to hell.
Ana Carolina is one of many former members helping the Brazilian government take action against the church. A lawsuit filed earlier this month is attempting to shut the church and its schools' doors, halting a pipeline between Brazil and the North Carolina church.
Would you say you were a slave for the church when you were brought up?
Totally.
Ana and her family were brought to Spindale several times over her childhood, stating they were forced to do labor for Word of Faith and its leaders.
I had to go to babysit the children from people from the leadership from the church. And besides that, I had other functions like clean houses from members of the church.
The only problem is Ana says her family only had a tourist visa and they were never paid for their work. And any paperwork that would allow them to leave to go back to Brazil was seized by the church.
So I didn't have a hold of my passport, money, or I didn't have a cell phone or anything that could help me come back to Brazil anytime I needed.
And as Brazil starts to take actions, Ana hopes the United States takes notice.
So I really hope the American authorities can do something about it and help the authorities in Brazil.
You know, and Diane, as I was talking to her today, she's going to keep us updated on what's going on in that lawsuit there, and she really hopes that, you know, other action takes place as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of slave labor, when you're being asked to work and you're not getting paid for it at all. So I think anyone watching that is really hopeful that the U.S. is going to get involved. What do we know about that?
Well, we know that there's 5 members who are going in a trial. They've been charged. And also there's a state and a federal investigation. Sources close to this tell me that they've interviewed with both state and federal investigators, but we're not exactly sure where that investigation is formally focused on, but we know that they're talking to people in this area.
Obviously, when an investigation's underway, they can't say a lot, but at least we know that one is underway in the U.S.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brianna.